It's really cool that in the John Wick world we can do all kinds of humans and artists.
John Wick. The price on your head is now $18 million. And it will continue to rise until you are dead.
And away we go.
So, what do you, because John inspires like a lot of loyalty in people, and he seems like, despite the profession he's in, a pretty likable guy. What do you think's the most likable thing about John Wick?
I think John's a decent person, and you can say that in the world that he's in. In the world of assassins, he's got honor code, you know. He's not a bad guy. And he's done some assassinations, you know, and so that's what makes him complicated in that world, which is the rules of that world.
John Wick has this indomitable spirit behind him, and the audience has identified with it. Doesn't have to say anything, you know. And that comes through Keanu's understanding of the character and what he portrays, which is great. And we all, an understanding or whatever, doesn't have to explain a lot.
There is a huge respect and love for John Wick. I mean, in our world, John Wick is the man. And so to have the honor of going out and hunting him down, it's the best, happiest time of his life. I mean, he enjoys this, but he does love John Wick, but he enjoys this, you know, and that's the feeling.
I want to commend the fact that there's such fantastic representation in this film, having both a non-binary, you know, actor and also a person that's, I mean, the villain is an Asian man, and we don't get to see that often, if ever. Can you talk to me a little bit about how important it was to be part of such a big movie like this?
Well, you know, it's really a credit to everyone at Lionsgate and to Chad, Keanu, for being forward thinkers, really, you know, and when, you know, the adjudicator on the page, it wasn't important that they had a gender identity that was a man or a woman, and so through conversations with Chad, it just felt very natural that it was like, this person is already mysterious, like let's make them a non-binary character because I'm a non-binary actor, so why not? And I know that that's really important to Chad.
We just try to create great worlds and interesting characters, and when we, you know, our imagination, the way Keanu and I kind of structure the stories is just, Wick travels a lot of different worlds, and having come from a diverse background and having traveled so much, it just seems natural to put the most interesting people we can find. You know, hopefully the diversity is not just whether it's authenticity, but it's the portrayal of the characters. And I think I have a great cast that can really bring out the characters.
That shouldn't be out of the ordinary. So I'm always kind of surprised by it. It's really cool that in the John Wick world we can do all kinds of humans and artists.
Can you talk about your character? Because he means business, but then there's this, you bring such humor to it, and also the amount of respect that he has for John Wick.
Thank you, absolutely. Well, Zero is obviously a trained martial artist, and he loves what he does. And when the adjudicator comes and offers him the possibility of coming back and being with the high table and going out on a mission, of course he's overjoyed.
I love Sophia. I love that she is a badass woman that, you know, I don't think we get to see a lot of women that are also mothers that make a decision, it's probably a really difficult decision about sacrificing their relationship with their daughter. If you're over 40 and a woman in Hollywood, you're not getting to be this badass action heroine.
Well, it's funny you say that. That's the reason I went to Chad's office and said, this is my part, Chad. You don't know it, but this is my part. I knew how important this would be for women. And what a statement that would make about ageism for women. You know, men get old and they get sexy and gray. We just get old.
You're like an ageless vampire.
But you know what I mean. But you know, I am a vampire. But you know, that's sort of the perception of women. And so this gave me an opportunity to really sort of kick that in the face and knock that door down and show that age does not define us. It's our heart that defines us. It's our desire, our creativity, our curiosity. All those things define us, but it's certainly not our age.
And I also want to know how to get my dogs to bite guys in the balls. You know, very quickly, where do you hope to see your character go, maybe, if there's a next one, which hopefully there will be?
I don't know, only because of the way this one ends, which obviously I can't talk about. I feel like it could be the Wild West of the next one. I mean, it's just, it's hard for me to say where I hope it goes. My biggest hope is that if there's another one, I'm alive by the end of it.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good one. What about you?
I'll still be around.
See, I thought that was more Sharon, but okay.
We'll see. We'll see where the next, or where the journey takes us, see how this one's received and see what we want to do to continue the John Wick story and see who's willing to come back. Yeah, Sophia's hard to kill.
Yeah, I feel like she's got a lot of story that like I would totally want to hear.
Yeah, she's
That'd
got
be
one of the
amazing.
best lines in the movie.
Yeah.
You have to kill what you love.
Yep.
I love that line.